Effigy House is beautifully atmospheric. It harkens Flanagan at his very best. The aesthetic here is dark and gothic and mysterious. You wait with bated breath at each moment to see more of this strange world and home that feels like it has so many secrets behind each door and corner. The music that accompanies it helps maintain all of those specific tones and eeriness, and it just overall leaves a really lasting impression that just makes you ready to hear a good scary story.
Effigy House. Wow, this was gorgeous. I mean, the filmmakers really put the time and the effort into all of those little details with the computer graphics, and just everything was so seamless, the way that it was blending from one frame into the next and what we were looking at and the story that it was revealing. I just thought that this was so incredibly cool. I loved the art style of it, and I loved the color palette that the filmmakers chose. It was very beautifully moody and dark, but not dark in a sinister kind of a way. And the music reflected that. The music was still, how do I describe this? Okay, at the risk of sounding like an idiot, the music was light and inviting, but it was still dark at the same time without being heavy, and it wasn't menacing. And it was perfect for this film. They did such a great job with that. I loved it. Yeah, I just thought that this was fantastic, and I really, really hope that the filmmakers do more of these. I would love to see a series of these. That would be awesome.
In the film Effigy House, there was a lot of warped movement in this piece. They clearly used a lot of layering to achieve that, and I think it was very fluid and connected well together. The color was very dark and red-toned and was very ominous, paired with the music. And every frame had a very unique, very in-depth and detailed piece to the overall meaning, and it almost felt like it was interactive while viewing it, almost like a video game, in the movements and in the style of the animation.
Effigy House has this Wiccan aspect to it. It gives this sense of fall. We're seeing leaves float across the screen. This is a day at an art gallery. We get to feel like we're spending a day in a museum even. We're walking around, we're being explored, items are floating. There are some experimental elements, these abstract motions in play, like you're seeing people float in the air.
The music and visuals of Effigy House overall create a really spooky and haunting feeling. I really admire the attention to detail and depth of the visuals. It really draws you in, like you're going into a haunted house in a very scary way, but also in a really interesting and compelling way.